Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Miðvikudags Manatee. Hello stranger, it's great to have you here. On Wednesdays I'm usually talking about manatees or other aquatic animals in connection to my own creative work. We don't have manatees in Iceland, and like mostly when they have to create Icelandic subtitles for like even a David Attenborough show or something, they would dub the manatee a seal, even though that is not accurate. Um, but there is not enough manatee stuff in the media here, so to um, send them a letter or even apply as a manatee storyteller or something. What sometimes rather appears in the media is a walrus. It's actually one of my favorite Icelandic words, rostungur. And like once I should like write a short story for children at university or like a novella for children, and um, that was about a little seal, and then the teacher wrote under the assignment Seelurin orðin rostungur. The seal has become a walrus. And here, okay, this is officially also a walrus, but I call her Desi the Desmostallion, like this mysterious fossil aquatic animal where the teeth in the front stand out really strangely, and in the back, well, you can't see them because I haven't managed to order a Desmostallion with the mouth open. They look like sort of sushi rolls clustered together. I still wanna do a better drawing of that in order to get someone to make me a Desmostallion plushie, because Desmostallions and hence also this Icelandic fable animal Furulatley are supposed to live in herds, and I had such a cute conversation with someone now, like to plan my own stand-up comedy with the Furulatley sea monster. And there should be a self-help hope for lonely Furulatlys, and hope. Yeah, it's that's actually also another fun Icelandic word. Like hópur, as such, means group, but if you do the deflection, it becomes hope, and that sounds like the English word hope. It also spells similarly, but not quite the same. But yeah, okay, groups can give people hope. Let's stick to that. And I still have like both faint and strong hopes that my various creative groups will help me to finish my novel in time for the competition and my tarot in time for the art market. Like this is three of one's fire element, like the puffins grouping together in order to reach a goal. I know the ship reminds me a little bit of like the film Conquest of Paradise, which I really wanted to see as a teenager because of this song that became famous from it, is Inoreniti remeno inorenito fa. Okay, now we're I won't win a singing competition, that's for sure, but actually when I then ended up seeing the movie, back in the day we still had videotapes, it was actually a kind of cruel movie about like people from Spain in this case colonizing South America, in order to make money from that. And let's say Chris Columbus in this story is played by Gerard Depardieu, who I like very much, and is sort of the only more or less ethical person in the story, because he wants to like not push a so-called culture on the people. He just wants to introduce them to his way of life, but and I mean, like, he is also like pictured like a really depressed person, sort of like, or melancholy, and it needs to still motivate the people to go out into the world, like motivate the European people to go out into the world and say, well, then all the world shall know our merits and blah. So I know that was not the intended topic of the day, because the intended topic that I had was aquatic animals. And yes, especially my autistic friends remind me often, as do the books that I grew up with about biology, that people are technically seen also mammals, and actually the most cruel mammals on Earth, partly. Um, so if you shouldn't know, I'm very much improvising these videos every time I do them, because I want to sort of normalize it, to talk about what comes to my mind, and also start a conversation with people. I was so happy to read this comment this morning. Like, I woke up to this comment literally, that my videos can be like a conversation with a friend, and maybe that is my way of keeping contact with people. Like, not really having them drop by here. I'm also keeping the information where exactly I live to a minimum, unless it's really relevant to the context. And I actually have some difficulties accommodating guests, but I have pen pals in order to have like guests in my mailbox. And that totally everything leads away from the theme of aquatic mammals, or aquatic animals in the first place. Iceland is, of course, like most famous for the whales and the seals. And with my sometimes inability to keep my hair in order, I should maybe mention a fun fact, that even whales have hair. But I haven't seen this with my own two eyes. I learned that from one of these clever books. So I don't know where the whales have their hairs, but they can have lice. And the lice actually sit in the skin of the whale, like not connected to the hair follicles as such. As to my theory that the Furulatle sea monster is actually based on a living fossil. It's mostly this fossil is pictured without hair. And Desi, couldn't you not have your ass in the picture? Thank you. Because we want to see your eyes. We want to look the truth in the eyes, that we don't know if Desmostilians had hair, but the Furulatle in the legend has like really shaggy red hair, and can't emphasize it often enough. I have an array of medical conditions where it was assumed as a child that I would never walk. And so I mirror myself a lot in the legend of the Furulatle, because the Furulatle is said to, if at all, only walk in a really goofy hopping way. And clicks while walking, and my walking cane clicks too, but the furiously clicks because it has seashells or barnacles or something in the hair. I don't even want to know what I have in my hair, but it's like important to call out to the world that I am still here, and that I wanna also like normalize a conversation about being messy wherever I need it. Of course, also we should normalize asking for help. Okay, my pen container has wasabi writing on it. Yes, I really like wasabi because I often have a stuffy nose and stuffy lungs, and like with my particular form of autism, I really like spicy things too, because my taste buds are a little bit strange. Like sometimes I find out traces of like sour milk or something like before anyone else does, but sometimes like let's say I really need the spices in order to taste anything at all. So yes, horseradish and wasabi are sort of my best friends, and like in one of my positive favorite films here, the Big Hero 6, this character Wasabi is one of my favorites because he is just so blunt and awesome, and a good friend, and has so many ideas, and um yeah, actually I also overthought what I could say about friendship in this video before I made the video. Because let's say I like doing things for people and I like doing things with people, but I also look quite naive and sweet in some settings. So I have also previously ended up with responsibilities that I couldn't handle, or that I also couldn't handle without outside help. So I am still learning that no means no, and I am still also learning to say no, and to develop a feeling what I can realistically do with other people or without other people in a day. And I would say that the back to initial topic, the uh, aquatic mammals with and without a lot of hair help me to develop a feel for myself. And no, I have not been to dolphin therapy, but I have been whale watching. And I mean, let's say if the muscles at the inside of my legs hadn't shriveled so much that I can't sit on a horse anymore, I think I would love to go on such a riding tour where you watch seals. And I love learning new things about both fossil and living aquatic mammals. And next summer, I really also want to go back to the Sea Monster Museum in Bildudalur in the West Fjords. And I hope I will have a finished sea monster book in the luggage then. Bye bye.